She is that voice on the radio, okay? You may know her from her years at Hot 97 or her newest gig, Jonesy in the Morning, her nationally syndicated radio show.
And this weekend, she is bringing back the 90s with a special concert. So please welcome music artist, radio host, podcast host, and New York's very own Jonesy, also known as Miss Jones.
Thank you.
Good morning, Jonesy.
Thank you. You could have said New Jersey. You know it's right there.
It's all about the same place,
Thank
right?
you for not hating on Jersey.
Oh, no, not at all.
Jersey.
Some people do, you know?
No,
Yeah.
she doesn't.
No.
I love that you are bringing back the 90s.
And I'm actually bringing it to New Jersey.
Yes!
So get over
there
it.
you go. So what's going on with this show on Sunday?
So I had a vision years ago. I didn't know how I would make it happen to bring all the 90s girls artists together one night and just do like an old school, how they used to do tributes.
Yeah.
And you'd see Aretha come out, you'd see Patty come out, you'd see Gladys Knight come out, and then so now it's actually come to fruition.
Who's on the lineup?
The lineup is Lachey, Yvette Michelle, Gina Thompson, Monifa, Allure, Jade, Coffee Brown, and myself.
How'd you do it? How'd you get everybody to say yes?
I just started calling, stalking people on Instagram. Really, and some of them were excited. They weren't even active. Like Gina Thompson is a full nurse now.
Oh my God.
So she came back to the stage, and yeah.
You know what's funny? A lot has changed, but then that vibe, once you hear the music,
The
nothing
90s
has changed
is the
at all.
soundtrack
Right?
of a lot of our lives.
Yes.
And the clubs, and you know, you go to work with your wristband from the night before and swear you were going to go straight to sleep, and then at 5 o'clock you're like, where are we going tonight?
Right.
So
Those days are over.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, it's interesting because you just launched a new podcast, right?
yes.
Tell us all about it.
So have you heard of Drink Champs? That's the podcast that Kanye West went on and got in all that trouble for
Yes.
all those bad things.
Yes.
Well, I have the sister podcast to that called Pink Champs.
Okay.
So I do the same thing. I just focus on women and giving them their flowers and empowering them. But I do have some male artists as well. If you have an interesting story or you want to clear your name, because you know with social media there are a lot of misconceptions you can't chase down, but you can come to Pink Champs and
What's
certainly.
the format? How are you doing it? Is it like conversational? What are you doing?
I think with me it's always conversational, and I'd lie if I said I actually had a format because I just
Go with the flow.
Let's just
right.
Go with the flow. See where it takes you.
Right, just be natural, and that makes people comfortable and they feel okay about sharing their stories.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're giving people a voice, an opportunity.
Right. And I remember when I was home raising my children, there were things being published about me that weren't true. And I said, if I ever get an opportunity to get back on the microphone, I'm going to create a platform for people to clear up rumors and, you know, let people know your side of the story. So that's what Pink Champs is about.
You know, you got to do it because the internet sometimes is a nasty place.
It's so, you'll never get ahead of the rumors.
Yeah. And then they take a life of their own. And
Right.
people are like, oh, it becomes a reality for
And
somebody.
I'm like, maybe I did.
You're like, I've read it so
Oh
many
my
times.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of drew you to radio, I guess, in the first place?
So I was a recording artist first. My stage name is Miss Jones, and I was promoting my first record. And the radio station heard me and said, you have a voice for radio. And I was like, I'm going to be a big singing star. I don't have time for radio. And they were like, well, humor us. We'll give you a weekend show. And I said, that was 1994. And I've since done that. I was the first black woman to be syndicated in morning radio anywhere, Philadelphia, New York. And now I stay because I love the people.
Yeah.
And it's like every day is a new day. The conversation never gets old, and I think it keeps me alive.
Yeah, good.
And you don't have to get up and put your makeup on like us.
Right, I get up, but I'm a junkyard dog sometimes in that studio. Hey, Wayne, thank you for bearing with me.
You're funny. So you have some competition that's coming up, right?
Oh,
Can
right.
you talk about that?
The United States Tennis Association. So my former coworker who works at the competing radio station, DJ Envy, he went to an HBCU. I went to Syracuse University.
Okay.
So we have teams, and we are encouraging a Juneteenth tennis competition.
Wow.
Yeah, at Roy Wilkins Park, and we're awarding someone a $5,000 scholarship. Wow. We're just trying to bring awareness and opportunity for kids to do sports other than football, basketball, and wrestling.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good on the tennis court.
Yeah.
You are.
We're on TV, yes.
She's
good at
excellent.
everything.
How do people participate, though, in that event?
You have to go to the USTA Eastern website, and all the information will be there, how you can join. But it's free, and it's a family event, so you can bring the kids. You don't have to get a sitter.
Yeah.
Right? and come and have some good old-fashioned tennis fun.
All right, we
That's
gotta
June 19th.
Yeah.
To kick off Juneteenth.
Right, that's
Very
awesome.
nice.
Thank
tennis
you.
is one thing I just was never good. I'll try.
I'm not
I'll
good
keep
at
coming
tennis.
back. I'll show up. I'll try to do backhand.
I just like the skirt.
Right? The outfit.
You're there for the fashion of it all.
That's it. I play to my strengths.
Those are some cute fits out there, though. I
Yes.
gotta say. Right? That's one excuse for me to play
Well,
tennis.
yeah,
At
there
least
you
try
go.
it.
Well, can you come on back? We love having you here.
Yes,
I know it's
thank
early.
you. I
okay?
appreciate it.
Good luck Sunday. Sunday's the show.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes. Can I give a shout out?
Yes,
right ahead.
absolutely.
Brooklyn Chop has agreed to do the food for my guests at the and the artists at the 90s Girl Day Party. So I just wanted to shout them out. And
Can they stop by here? Brooklyn Shop?
I'm sure we can work that out. All right, Don Poole, you heard that, right? And my manager, Mateo, for making it all happen.
There you go.
And my son,
And your
Jalen.
son's here.
Yeah.
Look at
Oh,
that.
he's
You want to come
coaching
sit
me.
by Mama?
Look at it. Yeah, come on. What's
He's
he doing home?
interning.
we go.
He's interning. He's home from college. He goes to Arizona
Oh,
State.
so you're
He's
the- so you
interning
guys
with me
work
at
with
the
the boss.
station.
Oh, kind of, sort of, yeah.
He was calling the shots.
Bittersweet.
Well, congratulations on
Thank you so
everything.
much.
Have
Thank you
fun
guys
this
for
weekend.
supporting,
Of
and thank you
course.
for having us.
Always, always. Come
see
on
you,
back.
Jonesy.
Okay, good luck with
Been
the
a
intern.
pleasure. I appreciate that.
Yeah, good luck with the internship. He's doing okay?
He is.
All right.